Hello, everybody. Still just plugging. I never seem to get this right before I go live.
So did you want to start the marinated chicken while I cook the fish, or vice versa? Or
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Or do you want to cook?
Well, you can. I can cook, but good luck to you if you have to eat it.
Can
I'm
you
just
cook?
saying.
Can you?
I can cook for myself.
Pretzels.
Well, what do you need?
Well,
We've made it back from Japan. We're back on you guys' time zone. We're gonna go live.
in LA.
Yes, which is why you guys are awake for this one. So,
Back from meetings.
we just thought we'd go live. We're cooking right now, so that I don't know if that's of any interest to you at all. But the main thing is you guys can now chat to us on the right time zone, and you can ask us about Japan. What for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Well, we got salmon and broccoli
Oh, need some.
and rice.
There's no.
And, well, actually, dessert might be an interesting one, depending on signal. We might do a part 2 live of this for those who are still awake. We discovered a very popular,
Super
it
popular.
was like an ice cream place called Joe's Ice Cream
No
in Anaheim.
exaggeration, probably, 30, 40 people out in the front of that thing.
Oh yeah, it's a cooking show. That's what Bobby said. This is basically a cooking show.
Basically, we're not going to teach you anything, though.
Maybe we should tilt down a bit so you can actually see the cooking.
You can do this up here.
But then that's pretty boring.
what
'cause
about
then I've
this?
got to like crouch
Yeah.
down.
But up here.
Yeah, then I can't plug it in.
No.
See how it's.
Or there.
Maybe we'll try.
Back
We can
up
try a
this
new
way.
location, everybody.
So I have no tin foil, which means if we cook on this pan in the oven, it's gonna stick.
You just do a pan
Which
fry.
maybe I can pan fry it. Is that cool with you?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Fish, as long as. I mean, I could even eat. We just came from the place where they eat that stuff raw.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that in LA if, prepared by myself out of a Vaughn's grocery store. Just saying.
Let us know. Let us know if this works. I kind of have to duck down here to talk or see questions, but at least this way you can see the bench. I'm actually going to marinate chicken for another dinner. Got some chicken thighs and wings, drumsticks. I don't know what we got to be honest.
You're not going to be able to see my cooking skills over here.
Well, we can turn it. There you go.
There you go. Cooking skills right here.
Happy?
With limited resources.
Captain Electro. Hello, Captain Electro. I don't recognize your name. Are you a fan of the crew? Have you been watching for a long time? And this is your first time dropping us a comment. If so, welcome. What can I marinate? Are you using the pot for the rice? Like this pot thing?
Marinated. Oh wait, there's. I saw some things.
Like I can put it in that and just cover it. Well, that.
That. If you can get it all in there, do you think you can get it all in there? That's kind of what that's for. Right?
Not really. Well, Captain, this isn't what we normally do on this channel. We're actually adventure filmmakers, and we've just flown in from Okinawa, Japan, where we've spent 2 weeks doing some pretty amazing stuff. The videos have just started coming out. But if you head over to our channel and look at our channel trailer, you get an idea for what Eric and I, our company, what we do, and the people we work with, the crew. And we probably recommend that you actually leave this live stream to go and watch those videos.
And come back.
And then come back and let us know what you think. But it is fun. For those like long-term fans, like Bobby there, they often enjoy chatting with us. It's a moment for us to talk with our audience, and they get to talk with us, and we really enjoy it. So that's why we do the live. We try to make it as interesting as possible. Obviously, we're a little signal dependent, which is why we do it in urban environments. Although we did go live backcountry skiing once. Whoa, that was loud. I'm sorry if that cracked anyone's ears.
Did we go right back up?
Yeah, we did outside of Vale, remember?
Oh yeah, on our approach.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna hope all this chicken. I don't think it's all gonna fit in here.
Yeah, you might be able to make it fit in there.
I don't think I will, but anyway.
Alright.
I'm gonna.
See if I get this rice going here, and then I got the broccoli somehow to cook that. Excuse me, come in. maxing out the system.
I think I could have Tetris these chickens a bit better. Doing a chicken marinade here, everybody. This is like a how not to cook cooking show.
Yeah. This is how to buy some crap at the grocery store and try and make dinner out of it in somebody else's kitchen in LA. I don't know if that was necessary, that much water.
Yeah, so I got some mesquite sauce. Mesquite. Mesquite. Whatever.
Mesquite.
Mesquite. It's like how Jar Jar Binks speaks.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If you were Jar Jar Binks, that's all.
Let us know in the comments what your favorite thing to cook is.
Did you see a bottle opener for a beer?
Yeah, right there.
Sweet. In the scissors, I've never seen that before in the scissors. At what point do you need a
Really?
bottle opener when
Scissors
you're
have them.
like using scissors? Oh, I'm cutting shit.
No, it
Oh,
just
I need
saves the tool. It's efficiency. You don't have to have two things in the drawer.
a... Weird.
Who else has beer bottle openers in their scissors?
I've never seen that before. I didn't know that was a thing.
Got the marinade on. I'm gonna try and squeeze in another stack of chicken. This is not for tonight though, this is for, you can't see, yeah, it's kind of like the most terrible framing. How about I do that? Or even that. Maybe that's better. Whoa!
What happened?
I nearly dropped him onto the ground, and that would have been a disaster. There we go. I have to, if we want to talk, we have to, oh, well, this is just for now while I guess, because like before it was really boring. It was just
Just
like,
me cooking, that's all.
no, it was like neither of our heads,
No.
and neither of the cooking. So it was a bit of like complete
Yeah,
nothing.
nice. Yeah. How about that?
Let us know. Oh, you say, I have one, but I haven't used the bottle opener. See, there you go. Rockford T1 base has
Oh.
bottle opener scissors.
Okay. I've never seen that before. I was impressed, but not sure where you would need both of those instruments at once. Broccoli going in.
Let us know, people, if you have a favorite dish to cook at home. I'm curious.
We went for cheap and easy. We've been eating pretty well lately, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we've been eating very well in Okinawa. Been taken very good care of.
We had, the other night, we had little liver. I gotta do this. We had little livers and gizzards and chicken and tiny little baby squid and, stingray fin. The fin of a stingray.
Yep,
That was really good.
you can see it on Eric's Facebook page, I think, or Instagram.
Yeah, on my Instagram.
All right, I think we fit, mostly because I smacked it in and just pushed it in.
Oh, nice. That works. Cool. That's dinner at some point. We're saving money by not eating out every night while we're in LA. Where's the garbage? Oh.
All right, so
All right.
now the plan is hopefully we jam that on there, like that, and
All right.
Dumpskis.
Where's that? I'll throw the money.
I'll put your coffee here, by the way, in that coffee.
Oh, thanks.
Anything else we need to do? Slash I need to do.
Oh, you're bailing on the kitchen already?
No, I'm not bailing. I'm just. That's why I asked. What do you need me to do?
Can open up the other fish and find like some kind of fish utensil thing. Front, high, single, double. I think I got that. All right.
You got the rice on?
Yeah, it's coming up to speed. All right. Got our fish right there. And we're gonna pan cook this because I can't. This is enough. We're gonna pan cook the fish
Well, it's either the pan. It's
Because
either the
I-
pan or the.
because I can't find
Is there a
tin
lid?
foil.
Is there a lid to put over it?
No.
Can you upturn a pan?
Oh, I'm gonna use this lid actually. Kind of, you know,
Okay,
sort of.
that'll work.
It'll work in a snap. Okay, I need. Do we have salt and pepper?
Yeah, remember I pointed it out. The
The two baby salt and peppers.
Like you can mix it all up in one.
Uh huh.
There is a whole list of like take-in stuff. One, like how much have we done the math on like amortizing this over the meals?
Huh?
Like I'm curious if buying food really does.
Well, he goes. Yeah, do it. Figure it out. I'm gonna have Viv tasked with the math of the meal. Are we saving money or not? You use my phone right there.
What was the receipt that? That's what I'm looking for.
Well, I know what it was. It was
Okay.
$62. I think it was $62 for all that.
What was that? Two full meals out of it.
Well, we got breakfast and lunches, and then
Oh, hang on. So that
ice cream and beer.
Well, no, that's kind of included as dessert and drinks.
Okay.
But there's how many meals? We've got 2 dinners and 2 breakfasts, let's say.
I think we get from the chicken. We're gonna have lunch because that's
Let's
a lot.
just go on like
All right.
let's not worry about leftovers because that you
Okay.
can do that from takeout. So
Okay.
divided by 4,
Okay.
divided by 2, $7 per person per meal. $7.75.
Yeah, you're not doing that eating out.
That includes beers and ice cream
So that's it.
and chocolate milk
So did you get that? What was it?
and orange juice. So 2 dinners, 2 breakfasts. This is not counting in the fact that we could eat a lot of this for leftovers. 2 dinners, 2 breakfasts for 2 people is $7.75 each, and that includes ice cream and beers. So I think we
Nailed it.
nailed it.
Right.
Try and get that. Well, you can get that in Southeast Asia.
That's the thing. You can eat a whole meal for.
They can't see you.
You can eat a whole meal for like, and beers and everything for probably $10 per person, maybe even less. And then if you go fancy, it's about maybe $20 per person. And that's beers and.
Basically, the cost of
Liquor
what it
and
does
food.
to cook at home.
Mhm.
But you can get that out. Like, if we were in Southeast Asia right now, I wouldn't cook. I would never cook at home.
It does, yeah. Southeast Asia, it makes no sense to cook at home.
Well, from an American standpoint, I mean,
Yeah, oh,
it would
sorry.
bring your meal down to like $3 a meal.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally.
Do you want to live for the
Is it-
brook?
No, I haven't started that yet. What I need is a timer for the rice.
Oh, I can do that.
Can you do me a timer?
How long do you want?
Give me 20 minutes. 20, yeah,
I gotta wait 20 minutes for dinner?
yeah.
What up?
Ah, see now here comes the value proposition for going out. Which you probably gotta wait 20 minutes anyways.
That's a long wait in a restaurant, isn't it?
20 minutes?
I feel like 20 minutes is a long wait in a restaurant.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
20 minutes starts now. And let me know if you think 20 minutes is too long.
There were some comments that went along.
Oh, well, let's see if I can answer them. Oh, no, we answered them. Oh, no. Hot German potato salad. That sounds pretty good, Bobby. It's nice to have a good old home cooked meal once. It is kind of nice.
Except we're not at home, so it's not that tasty. Like if my wife made it, it'd be super tasty. You got that extra special, you know, home cooking. But we're making it here in a, what are we in? What do you call this? This is like an apartment hotel thing,
Yeah.
I think.
I know what. Yeah, it's a very nicely furnished hotel is what we're in right now.
Mm-hmm. With a kitchen.
With a kitchen, fully serviced kitchen, which is why we decided to cook in.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start this up now. Got that.
Do you want to put a lid over it?
Eventually, yeah.
Cool, man.
Not just now.
I'm gonna have some chalky milk while I wait. I had a glass around here somewhere. There it is.
Is there some kind of fancy party going on down there? Or is that somebody's?
No, that's called the kids in the pool.
No, across the way, in the room, the door.
Yeah, I think that's the club. I was telling you about the clubhouse, but it's not. It's just like, you know, those,
It's not really anything?
no, it's nothing. You know those machines with the claws? Like you move them around to pick up a soft toy or something?
Yeah, oh, so it's like a pinball room or something?
Yeah.
Game room.
Game room.
Game room.
Recreation room.
We have a pool. Maybe Viv can take
Is
you
there
and show you the pool before it gets too dark.
Is there any reason you put? Yeah, I can show you. I can show you where we are, and I can show you the pool.
Right now we're just
Unplug.
waiting on food.
Oh, come out this way. Oh, sorry everybody, my hand's in the way. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
You
All
can
right.
just pick the thing up.
Well, maybe. All right, everybody, that was Eric. That's our kitchen. Temporary workspace just here. We obviously just arrived, so the bags are still completely unpacked. And lounge room. Here's the pool, Bobby. Did I just lock it? Oh no, it's an open outward door. Got it. There we go. All right, back inside. Yeah, there's a spa there, a jacuzzi, I think, of sorts. Having trouble closing the door. There we go. I don't know what's on TV, something.
Still the kitchen.
And we're coming back to the kitchen.
Big fish is getting on it.
Ooh, yummy.
The rice.
Greens. Hello, Left Coast Terry. We need to get you a backpack. We are not forgotten. The only problem is we've been out of the country for the month. So we'll get that back. I think you sent us an email with your address. Feel free to send it to us again so it's fresh, but I can also go hunting for it. But we have not forgotten. Left Coast Terry won a backpack. Yeah, I will. I think I do have your email address, but feel free to send it again. Left Coast Terry won a backpack because she is a subscriber, and we like to give stuff away to our subscribers. We've done a couple of giveaways, and so if you subscribe and you stay tuned, we do some giveaways. It's usually we do giveaways in the downtime when we're not traveling because we can kind of get ourselves organized. So probably coming up over the summer, we'll have some time to do another giveaway. So I would suggest you subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll figure out some cool giveaways.
Speaking of downtime, that reminds me, I gotta let Shakut know we're in LA and see if
Terry, awesome.
the minister or the director of Incredible India wants to meet with us, or can meet with us. Let me do that right now before I forget.
Okay. Chocolate milk is right. I'm a sucker for chocolate, if anyone knows me. Chocolate and ice cream are my two vices. Figured it's better than drugs. Because that's the alternative. Chocolate milk or drugs.
Cheers.
Cheers.
An odd cheers. I don't think I've ever cheers chocolate milk.
It's really good.
It's an odd replacement for drugs, though.
It's a good one, though. I figured I'll drink it while my metabolism agrees with me. Coors Light. Coors Light. But
Coors Light.
I think that's what you meant to
Coors Light, because my metabolism does not agree with me.
He said like water. Terry said
Yeah.
like water.
Yeah. So I can
Sorry, I don't
keep
know.
this very thin, wispy body I got going on.
Oh, maybe try some chocolate milk.
Yeah. That would be 10 times worse.
But no, I mean the carbs in beer is pretty.
I
This is
don't
just
know.
protein.
Doesn't matter if it's caloric intake. That's the issue. What is the caloric count on that? Milk. Let's see. What do we got for calories on this bad boy?
A ton.
220 per serving. Serving size is 1 cup, so you've had about a cup and a
Is
half.
that a
then.
cup though?
Cup is about right there. So if you fill it up, this is about 2 cups. So 220 calories per half a thing of that.
I think you might be off on the cup count though.
That's probably 2 cups or cup and a half, cup and 3/4. That's yeah.
I don't know.
I do know. I'm telling you, I do know.
Well, I'm also telling you I know as well. But anyway, that doesn't matter. What's your beer?
Probably says on the cardboard bit.
Are they legally obliged to like post it everywhere?
I have no idea.
There you go. Calories.
Oh,
102.
102, so half the calories you're drinking.
Next question is how many of those are you gonna have tonight?
3 or 4?
Alright, how we going? Is it like time? Is it done?
No.
11 minutes.
Now you know we gotta turn this off when I eat, or I gotta eat outside. Cause I can't eat and can't be just noshing in front of it.
They're suggesting we grab a nice bottle of California wine while we're here. Not a bad idea.
Oh, so my friend Kim, who we were talking to, Kim, she said, I gotta look it up, but anyways, she said that there's this place out here, out near, we're thinking of going over to Palm Springs for a day in the evening, and she said just outside of Palm Springs is wine country, and then she said, well, really, it's kind of low budget wine country. You know, it's like, all right, let's go to low budget wine country.
Well, that sounds good for us.
So I think that would be fun to do an episode or part of an episode of low budget
So
wine
we
country.
might pick up some wine out there.
She called it white trash wine country, but I don't like that term because I grew up very poor and white, and we're just low budget people.
Drummer is a new commenter. He said, keep cooking. Drummer, I haven't recognized your name before in the comments, so let us know if you're new. Because if you are new, this isn't what we do. We don't just do live streams of cooking.
We have fun with it though.
We are in fact adventure filmmakers. And I would suggest you watch a couple of our other videos because they're way more exciting. But then again, maybe watching a couple of people cook is your thing. And I have no problem with that. So, we're just cooking away here. Cooking some broccoli, fish, and rice. Being very healthy after a chat about caloric intake in beer and chocolate milk.
This chocolate milk has more calories than my beers. So we're clear.
One beer.
Would you hear that?
But the count is how many beers they're going to have.
in my beer, just so we're clear. How many times are you gonna have ice cream tonight?
Are you gonna have ice cream too?
Just once.
Well,
You're
how
gonna
many?
have it twice.
Am I?
You said you're gonna go.
Oh well, I was debating whether that would be a good idea.
I thought you were gonna go for twice.
Well, that's not that would not be a good idea. Mind you, what was your last adventure? Drummer is actually from New Zealand, which is cool.
Oh, well, our last adventure. We just flew into LA from our last adventure.
We were in Okinawa, Japan.
Yesterday.
We were just there yesterday. We were there for 2 weeks. We've got the videos have started to come out. In fact, I'm working on the next one. We'll put out a video every week. But if you are new to the channel, there's adventures from Alaska, Jammu and Kashmir in India, where we flew the first civilian drone. Belize, where we got escorted out by the Belize military. South Africa. So all the big animals there.
And just to make us
went
sound
calooping.
super cool, we just flew in from Okinawa. We were just working with a very elite military group over there.
So that was our latest
was cool.
adventure. So there's also adventures from Ireland, Australia, China. A lot of adventures from China. We spent a lot of time over there last year. Very remote parts of China. How did we find Japan? Drummer is asking.
Well, we've
Loved
both been to Japan a few times. Viv just got back from skiing earlier this year. I was coaching wrestling over there and doing some judo a long time ago. I'd say for me, I love Japan. I really like the culture, and the food is the bomb.
Yep. We had an interesting time with food in China.
I like food in China. I just can't do a lot of it. I can do a lot of Japanese
But
food.
Japanese food non-stop.
Not the oils in China.
Although, interesting you say how we found Japan. Although Okinawa is very much part of Japan, they
They
prefer to
be-
see themselves as Okinawans, independent.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when we kind of started to occupied Japan, the Okinawans were really pissed that we kind of gave them over to Japan. They wanted to remain Okinawans, and they thought they could.
So a lot of interesting history there. Speaking of history, and Left Coast Terry actually,
Sorry, where's the scissors at?
oh, in the top drawer there, actually pointed it out. We did a live stream. In fact, I think it was our last live stream, and we still left it up there.
Oh yeah.
We live streamed from Hacksaw Ridge. Now, if you've seen the movie, then named Hacksaw Ridge by Mel Gibson, you will know where we were standing and the significance of it. And if you know your World War II history, then you will know where we were. If you know none of that, I suggest you watch the live stream.
They call it Hacksaw Ridge because it has this kind of hacksaw look of it, and it's made of basically really sharp coral.
Yeah. So as an American or any allied force, so that would be New Zealanders, Australians, Canadians, French, English,
How we doing?
then I would suggest, even Japanese, I would suggest that you look into Hacksaw because it was, the Battle of Okinawa was one of the bloodiest battles in the Pacific. And it led to the decision to drop the bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So,
How are we doing on our time for rice, Vivian?
very important stuff. And we live streamed it for you.
Yeah, it was probably the coolest live stream we've done ever.
6 minutes. I'm probably not going to eat that much broccoli.
Okay, well we can stow it.
Do we have little things? I can only the history you learn during work. Mind-blowing at times. Do you do any documentaries? We do documentaries. We do mostly documentaries in the space of adventure, not historical documentaries. So one of the first films that we made, and one of our first award-winning films, was a story about a guy who was walking around the world on foot, or human-powered. It's called The Traveler. It's actually on our YouTube channel now. We released it only a month ago. So if you look for The Traveler, it's a 52-minute film. There's a trailer and a film up there. And if you go into our playlist, it's called Films, TV, something else. You'll find there's all of the films that we've made and documentaries. So there's kind of documentaries on the skiing in China, running the highest Uju Peak in China.
Oh, we just saw on the plane the
Oh, we haven't posted about that yet. I haven't done that.
So we were on the plane, and Viv was like just scrolling through the movies on the plane on the way back from Hong Kong, just like yesterday. And she's like, Eric, our show. So we saw our film, Yuzu Peak, the FKT, which you can find on our YouTube channel. It's showing on Cathay Air out of Hong Kong.
How
Super
cool is that? I forgot I should actually make a post about that.
We got to do a post about that. That was
We're a
awesome.
little jet lagged because it's 9 o'clock at night and we're having dinner. Which I suppose for some parts of the world, like Europe, that's totally normal.
Yeah, but what time is it in Okinawa? Can't remember.
You can put whatever broccoli you want in one of those. Residuals, I hope. Are you referring to the broccoli?
Huh?
I don't know. I'm talking to Terry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the history we learn is pretty incredible. I mean, we've walked in the footsteps of Genghis Khan in China. Not to mention the Great Wall of China, which held back the Mongols. We've heck, what else have we done? We've been to the Taj Mahal.
We walked along the coast of South Africa, where the pirates came around. I've been at the tip of the Cape. of
Magellan would have come around the bottom of South Africa, wouldn't he? When he came around?
No,
Or-
I don't
or
think
Da
he
Gama,
made it that far.
or Vasco
he went
da
the
Gama.
other way and got screwed up in Indonesia.
Or isn't that Vasco da Gama?
Vasco da Gama, yes, he would have. He came down and around.
Well, pretty much everywhere you go's got history, so it's. But we love getting into it when we do get there. Are we just waiting for the rice?
Yep. Waiting for your timer.
2 minutes and 43, 2, 1.
You can probably lop off a chunk of fish if you want.
So good. I have my chocolate milk, so I'm not gonna die. So,
Broccoli, sorted out. I don't know. We did the broccoli up. That was it. Fish. Ow! It's hot.
why is that handle hot though?
Because
It's,
sitting
it's
over
an
the-
insulated.
sitting
Oh,
over the burner. Fish. Whoops. Ready to go. Waiting on the rice. Boom. Eric out.
we can put this in the dishwasher, right?
Yeah.
Done with this.
Yeah. Done.
You want to open that?
Was that already in there, or did you put that in there?
I'll put that in there. What did you say? Someone said something?
Yeah.
How's your martial arts, Viv? And good night, this old lady is going to sleep.
Good night.
Good night,
Cheers.
Bobby Abbott. Thank you very much. And my martial arts. Sadly,
How are they?
actually, yeah. Did you watch the go away? Back
Come on,
off.
we're testing it out.
No, that is part of the thing. Is to tell people to back off.
Oh, okay. So if I escalate it farther, what happens?
If you go to the first video on our Japan series, you can get a little taste for my skills. A little taste for my little amount of skills. I need to keep practicing. I got years of practice ahead of me. So, but I'm very keen. I'm very engaged, very committed. So, it will only get better.
If somebody can't, if somebody's trying to comment, texting me saying they're trying to comment, and they can't comment, is that because they're not a subscriber, or is that because they can't find the comment area on the?
If you're a commenter, can you tell us? Because we've never commented on our own thing. Because obviously we're streaming while we do this. Oh, that's the timer.
All right, cool.
Can you tell us where the comments are so we can tell our friend who's texting us? Bingo! Rice is done.
Or maybe they have to be a subscriber.
Well, you have tablet or mobile? Good question. Tablet or mobile?
Oh.
I think you have to have a YouTube, like you have to have a Gmail account and then sign into YouTube, but you don't have to be a subscriber.
Okay.
There should be a side chat. Thank you, drummer. Do you have to be a subscriber though? That's the thing we don't know.
Is it on the right or left? This chat thing. It's on the right, I think.
That's just good questions. Right on my tablet. Thank you, Terry.
Okay.
Really appreciate that. Who's asking?
My wife.
So Tracy's watching but not commenting.
She can't. She wanted to comment, but she can't.
Oh, okay.
So it depends on what device you're on and which side, babe, and if you're logged in or not, and a bunch of stuff we don't know, obviously.
Yeah, but our audience has helped you out. So if you scroll up through the comments,
But
mind
you
you, if
can't
you
see
can
the
find the comments.
That's not gonna help.
True. Too true.
All right, dinner's ready.
Oh, we're good. Okay, enough of this. We'll keep screaming. Have you guys been to Egypt? No, we haven't.
No, but we have a friend that's hanging out in Egypt right now. I'd like to go to Egypt. That would be cool. You know, it's one of those things where they're
Oh,
like,
you've already got a plate.
see the pyramids.
Oh.
What do you mean I have a plate? I'm not eating all that.
I know, I'm saying put all of it in here. That's why I got these out, man.
Oh.
I said put the broccoli in here.
Oh, okay. This one. Look at this sick move here.
They can't see it. Oh, there they
Look
go.
at that.
Water went everywhere.
That didn't work out like I planned.
I mean, it was a move. I wouldn't say it was a sick move.
No, that was a pretty sad move.
What happened to that thing?
Thank you. Not a sick move. Oh, so she's on the phone trying to comment. So how do you comment on a mobile phone? iPhone.
Look how tiny these forks. Oh, these are baby forks. I was like, what the?
Oh, is that what I'm using? I was wondering why this thing is like size of my like thumb.
Do you want a big fork?
Yeah, can I have a big boy fork? That'd be awesome. Is this one? Can I have this? This is a big boy fork?
Yeah, you could have used the smaller bowl because we're actually going to eat some of this. Man, the planning is lacking.
But thanks, Eric, for cooking dinner. I really appreciate it.
Oh, bro, who was here?
Really appreciate it, Eric.
How much broccoli do you want?
Oh, just about what you got. Maybe I'll come back for seconds.
Whoop, slipped. Here we go. Without really saying anything, I'll show you what we're looking
Ow.
at.
Shit's hot.
I watch guys and I always call my brother. I think I missed what you're saying, Terry. You mean you call your brother after you watch us? Oh, you guys. Got it. Thank you.
Those salt and pepper shakers are like enough salt and pepper for me.
That's what I said earlier, bro.
No, it's funny. I'm repeating it because it's funny.
Where did these bowls go?
Want some butter?
We probably could have gotten away with Oh no.
Well, I might do some fish with breakfast. You never know how this rolls. Oh, look at that. Look at, they got little things. Look at these little tiny baby salt and pepper shakers they have. They got a little cover, look at that. Little like sticky things. Cool. There we go. Oops, sorry.
We made a lot of rice.
Yeah.
but you got lunches and stuff, right?
Yep.
I hope it's good. I don't even know if it's any good. Oh, so my wife says it's not a baby fork, it's a dessert salad fork. I think what she left out is you idiots. She didn't write that.
Didn't you know it was a dessert fork?
You said it was a baby fork. I literally thought it was a baby fork. There's a lot of kids here. There's a lot of children.
Are you for shiz?
I was like, all right, baby
You
fork.
took me seriously. I meant like baby as in size baby.
No, I literally thought you meant it was a baby fork, and I was going with it. I was like, all right, there's a lot of kids here. Maybe they're super accommodating, right, at this place? But they don't need to watch me eat.
You're really self-conscious about this. I've like filmed so much of you eating around. I'll just.
There. I want them to watch me stuffing my face in.
Well,
They
what do
give
you
me
want?
this.
What do you want me to do?
That's good.
What framing am I doing now?
If you sit there,
Yep.
and then there we go. Sort of that. There.
You just put it on me eating.
Yeah. Well, you got
Why are you
me.
so like we were eating goat sashimi and you're like, quick, film me. And you're like stuffing it in your mouth, and then seaweed grapes and you're like, quick, film me. Stuffing it in your mouth,
It's
and
different.
then like a piece of fish and you freak out.
I don't know. It's not interesting.
Strange. Guess you guys are stuck with me.
No, I'm just here.
No, you're not. I'm chickened out.
No, I'm right there. There I am.
Steve's still chickened out. By the way, this is crooked and it's driving me mental. Well, I hope you're enjoying Eric's fork.
Yeah. Well, you keep moving it.
Well, because it's not right.
Now I can't see my food.
Well, you don't want them to see it.
Yeah. You go like. Oh.
Viv, will you go out with me? I live in Indiana and I'm hot. Lol. Uzi Mike, I really appreciate the question. Sadly, I can't. Look, Eric is off camera because he's too scared to eat in front of everybody. Thank you though, Mike. I really appreciate it. I can't go out with you.
Because she's going to sacrifice herself to the Green Beret.
Mostly because I travel an awful lot. I'm away a lot. And I've also never met you. So that would probably not be the best way to start a relationship. But thank you. This is gonna be.
All right. So, my
Uzi-
wife is.
Uzi Mike did say he's just kidding.
My wife is. What, now look at this. Nice framing.
I didn't do that.
I know, but how do we fix it?
You literally moved it and then said, "Look at that, nice framing." That was all on you, bro.
Well, I moved it because my wife said she would like to see me eating. So I thought I would eat in front of everybody, which is super weird.
Now we still can't see all of you.
Yeah, that's all right.
Good night, guys. When is your next live show? Drama, thank you so much for tuning in and chatting. We really appreciate it.
Now I got to cut my food and stuff. Look like I have manners.
Can't you just do it the American way and cut with a fork? And our next live show, it's hard to say because we just take opportune moments when we have signal. So the best thing to do is subscribe and turn on your notifications, and then you get a ping. Don't worry too much if you miss a live one because we will do tons of them. There's a playlist there, and we put them into like slow TV or live, depending on how slow the video was. But that would be haven't really got a live schedule, is what I'm saying. So as I said, the best way to figure it out is if you turn on your notifications and subscribe. So thank you. Is Tracy happy
I don't know.
now that you're eating?
Yeah, I bet you can see me eating because I think it's weird to eat in front of everybody.
Except that there's a nice little montage of Eric eating every other strange food on the planet.
It's different when it's weird food, though.
You drama, have a good time. I think our first episode had you eating in Japan. Had you eating pig's ears. What did you find? Yeah, pig's ears.
Oh yeah, found pig's ears. Like they took the pig's ear and shaved it, like the thing that you give your dog, like a dog chew, but they shaved it really thin, and they didn't dry it as much as a dog chew. It was really good.
It's basically like bacon,
Yeah, it
like
tastes
with
like bacon.
crunchy bits in it, like
Yeah.
cartilage.
I liked it.
Would that be fair to say?
How's your exquisitely prepared meal?
It's excellent, Chef Nuktrib. Sous Chef Viv, well done.
So what Tracy had last night, except for Brussels sprouts.
Oh, really?
I just found that out.
Did you?
She hasn't been able to figure out how to comment though.
If you're on the phone, I imagine it would be a little trickier. But the comment ability is there.
I don't know. Let me
Maybe
see.
Google it. Or YouTube, how to comment.
Let me see if I can do it. Where are we at here? Let's see
Just
if I
make
can
sure you're
find
not
us.
tuned in on.
You practicing manners and crap? There we are. Okay, if I want to comment, I got it up on the phone, and I want to comment. Oh yeah, okay, there.
It's all there, so how do you get
Yeah.
there?
All right,
Why don't you
So-
just turn it around and show it?
check it out. If you are,
Hang on, expose.
yeah,
Oh no, that's not going to do it.
yeah, I think it should be on.
Camera's
Right?
over there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Just getting there. Yep, you got it. You got
Okay.
it. You're in.
So this might be a
Oh, back it
little.
up. Back it up.
No, I think it's in.
Okay, there.
It's a little blurry, but right. It's hard to show. Actually, I'll talk you through it. So here's the video playing, and if you want to chat on an iPhone, down here at the bottom it says Top Chat, and you tap Top Chat, and then all the chat comes up, and you can comment down there at the bottom where it's super blurry. Try that.
That should work.
Yeah. I'll do a little diagram thing too. Excuse me. Where do you have internet at? Her internet's really bad, so she's having trouble with the internet as
Wow.
well.
We got a
Good.
comment. Need a glass of wine. Eric got beer.
American wine.
Yeah, actually, wine would be nice.
Wine would be. I almost got wine,
Did you?
but I thought it was too expensive, and I thought you'd like be really cranky. I bought $15 worth of wine and not $15 worth of ice cream.
Ice cream wasn't that expensive.
I know, so I wouldn't be buying it. $15 worth of ice cream.
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, so I thought $15 worth of wine might be a bit spendy for one person. If she drank wine a lot, then I wouldn't feel bad about it. But I tried to balance our extracurricular habits across each other. Does that make sense?
questionable.
Which part?
Whether that made sense or not.
Oh, I thought whether I did that or not, or whether it made sense.
Must be midnight in the East Coast.
Saturday night, though.
Gee, aren't we depressing for a Saturday night?
Speak for yourself. What do you do when you go out with friends? You go eat, drink, and hang out and talk about crap.
Yeah.
This is what, I don't know, this is what I do on Saturday nights. You go out and hang out and talk
We're in
to
LA,
people.
we could be like hitting up the major clubs, spending millions of dollars.
I'd be hitting up the major clubs if, like, I don't know, I wasn't, like, gonna fall asleep probably in about 5.
We are a little jet lagged.
And, like, yeah, it's expensive. If we're here for different, we're here to work, by the way. We're here to work.
Doesn't feel like a Saturday though.
No, it doesn't feel like a Saturday at all. It feels like a work day.
We missed the Disney fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Disney. We're near Disneyland. We're like, can you hear them? Did you just hear that?
Mm-mm.
I thought that's why you said it. There, you can hear the Disney fireworks from where we're at.
And she said they were at 9 or 9:30.
No, no. I thought I heard a boom, 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 boom.
You make me laugh every time I have rice in my mouth.
I'm going to keep on to that. I'm going to give him some directions here. Yo.
Your screen directions didn't work.
I don't know.
Oh.
This is backup. This is what we do in the Special Forces. We have backup plans. We execute multiple plans at once to get the job done.
Have you thought about doing another adventure with Exploring with Josh? Whoop. I found you guys from his channel. How many people did you get from his channel?
I don't know. Quite a few.
Quite a few. We're very grateful for Exploring with Josh. He not just introduced us to a lot of people, but taught us a lot about vlogging. If you have followed or even seen our videos from the very beginning, you'll notice that they're about 2 to 3 minutes long. And when we kind of caught up with Josh and talked to him about YouTube and how it works, we realized that you need to provide a much longer video, a lot more stuff in it, a lot more talking to the camera.
Yeah, a lot more talking. We hardly ever talk to the camera.
Yeah, we thought people just want a cool 2-minute video.
We'd make videos like we would make little documentaries.
Because that's what we are, we're filmmakers, and so we kind of made the films and stuff that we were used to making. But YouTube is a different beast. Anyway, to answer your question, we're going to do more with him. We are in contact with him regularly. We chat with him, we're good friends with him. And however, it's just a matter of finding a project that is suitable to bring Josh on, financially and time-wise.
Yeah, time and money. Time and money.
Because
That's what we're always trying to
We
line
want
up.
to pay Josh for his time because he is a professional at what he does and he makes a living from YouTube and takes YouTube very seriously. I've never seen someone work so hard when we took him to China. And so we don't want to just have him come along and just do stuff for free, unless, of course, he really wanted to do that. So maybe you can petition him to come and hang out with us. That said, we do want to find a project that he can be fairly compensated for. Would that be fair?
Mm-hmm. And he thinks it's awesome and cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, getting paid to do something is one thing, but it's way funner when it's something interesting and cool for him and is in his wheelhouse, basically. This is a good fish.
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's the average, based on the data and the analytics, it's about 14 minutes. Now, people don't stay attentive, or they don't watch all 14 minutes. They drop off somewhere around 5 to 7. But that doesn't mean you should make a 5 or 7 minute video, because then they'll drop off at 2 minutes. So you've kind of got to make a longer video to get people to watch that 5 minutes. Now, as you correctly identified, YouTube once recommended 5 minutes. Now they're recommending closer to 14. It's changing all the time. The algorithm's changing. The algorithm changed on us in February, and we were too short to be monetized by viewing hours. We had plenty of subscribers,
Which have gone over just now.
but we've just gone over it, so we're now back monetized. So there was like two or 3 months in there where we weren't monetized just because of a policy change. Then there's all the algorithms, so they also promote a lot of live streaming, which is why we started doing live streaming. So it goes on and on. We're constantly trying to keep up to date with it, also on Instagram and Facebook, which are not our primary business avenues, but I've been left alone, eating dinner, and you guys are my company. I hope this is enjoyable for you. To make it more enjoyable, you of course can talk to me, and then I have something to talk about. Where are you guys heading now, and what was I doing? Eating tacos and drinking Negro Modelo. Woohoo, huh, awesome. Where are you guys heading now? We have a week of, we have a week of meetings in LA right now, coming up, the week ahead of us. We have just flown in from Hong Kong. So we're kind of just adjusting, eating dinner at 9:30 at night. And so LA will determine a little bit about what happens after that.
I'm also slouched to get in the frame.
Oh, now you want to come and talk to us.
I was in the bathroom sneezing. And the reason I was in there, because sneezing out here would have been a ridiculous show. I've broke my ribs right here. And when
Ribs? Every time there's more than one?
No, rib. I just call them ribs. I broke a rib.
I just
my
got
ribs.
concerned in case you were going to be like, oh, by the way, Viv, I've discovered more than one's broken.
No, just one broken rib. You can feel it now that the swelling's kind of gone down. You can feel where it's broken. But anyways, when I sneeze, my entire torso, all the muscles contract and it squeezes that rib, and you don't want to see that, man. I'd be like, oh, and almost crying, and it's ridiculous.
Did you tell them how you broke your rib?
No, I don't know if I have. I was,
What do you mean you
Out-
have?
oh,
You
I
just
don't-
told us you broke it.
I don't know if I've told why. How?
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
So see this here? Can you see that? Right there? That's how I broke my ribs. Trying to keep up with those guys on the obstacle course.
I have the video
Bad idea.
of the incident. So if you subscribe and stay tuned, you will see the moment where Eric breaks his rib.
Yeah, fun stuff.
I don't mean that in like a gloating way, but we have it on video. That's all I'm saying. Well, I don't have the exact fall, like the full fall when you broke your elbow. I've got the second fall there.
The second, yeah.
I've got the second fall.
But the results were way worse. Visually.
We got some comments. Ruth Bridges. Oh, hello Ruth. I haven't recognized your name before. Let us know if you're new to the channel. Dennis is saying he's not telling the truth. He got in an argument with a butterfly. Yes, that's
No,
the real story.
Actually, the real story, if it was regarding butterflies, would not be an argument with the butterfly. It would be an argument with Viv, who's probably hit me with a stick because I'm feeling butterflies again.
I wouldn't mind if you actually filmed like good shots of butterflies.
I do. They're good.
Have I ever used one in an edit?
Well, look at the last couple edits, or which one was it? It has butterflies all over in it.
Because
Manners.
it's because I was paying you out about the butterfly filming.
But did you put in a nice couple slow-mos? I believe I shot those.
With a fence in the background and the butterfly
Oh,
out
that's
of
different. That's a good shot of the butterfly, though. The fence in the background, there's not much I can do about that. I'm looking up a butterfly shot. thing out of epic butterfly shot. The one I want is that Costa Rican blue butterfly. That one's pretty cool, but we don't have that. See? It's weird. What? Have people watch you eat. Super weird. Super weird. Are you trying to lean out of frame? Yeah, you want me to engage him while you're chewing your cud there. So, who's on watching right now? We got a couple people. It's Saturday night, so we just thought we'd have some fun since we're doing a Saturday night in LA in the apartment here. Not our apartment, just a transient.
It comes and goes. It's very Harry Potter-esque. It might not be here tomorrow morning.
a transit apartment. I'm tired. I'm tired, but I'm not tired. Like, I'm not tired to fall asleep. My brain is fuzzy from the time zone issue. Anyways, we're just.
Did you say that brief at Topspin, by the way?
No, there's something I can do. There's something I can do right now. Oh, and Shakut as well. I'm just gonna do some work.
I think there's an X-Files marathon going on.
When we know what's funny, when we stop for a moment and just like stare at the screen like this and look kind of weirded out, it's because we're trying to read what you just wrote. You want to go ahead and answer?
Okay.
I'm texting Shakut.
So Uzi Mike asked, so are you independent filmmakers and sell to other companies, or are you hired to promote events? I'm just not clear.
We're not really.
Do you want to answer it, or I thought you were going to do the thing?
Bad.
I mean, you can go for it. You
No,
can just answer it, because you were going to work.
No, go for it.
You're dying to answer it there.
No, I'm dying to get my work done.
We're independent filmmakers. People hire us to make all sorts of stuff. A lot of that means that we create films that inevitably promote people's events. So one of the big clients that we've done a lot of work for in the past is the Adventure Racing World Series. They want us to film their event and put it on TV. So we film it, we make TV shows out of it. That inevitably comes promotion for the AL World Series. But we're not an advertising agency. We don't directly promote stuff in that regard. And other times we make films that are just films for film's sake.
Yeah, we have several projects that we're trying to get funded by networks or brands, and that we'll bring those to television or film, and those usually take a year or more to develop, and got several we're working on right now. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing just now.
We're in a big planning stage right now, so we spent the last 2 years doing a lot of work, and that has meant that we haven't spent a lot of time developing new work. So we're kind of these waves and troughs of like out filming and then developing work and then out filming. And hello Denise, by the way, who has just joined us.
Oh, hi.
We're eating dinner.
Hello.
Obviously. We're back in LA.
So I gotta do this when I cough to hold my ribs, otherwise it hurts too much. Yeah, that's how they are. They hurt a lot. And coughing or sneezing. Sneezing is like cataclysmic on a massive scale. Sneezing feels like I'm tearing my ribs apart with a spoon. What came to mind? Spoon.
Not like a hacksaw?
No, because it's a quick, sharp, not a...
Well, like a knife or a spear? Like
No, knife wouldn't feel as much because it would just be like nice and easy. A spoon, you gotta like jab in there. Can't quite get it in there. Kind of like the medic told you, fish around in there a little bit with that needle. That's what the sneeze is, like a sharp. Good, yeah. Don't break your ribs is the goal there. We got about 6 people on right now.
Hello, everybody. Let us know
hello.
where you're from if you've been watching for a while.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is only as interesting.
And if you want
as
to
your
know,
comments.
if you want to know a little bit more about us,
Do
and
you
what the heck we're
guys
doing.
know that from experience? Could you remind us what that is?
What do we know from experience?
Just, we've obviously forgotten what we've said.
Sometimes the comments are a little delayed, so we're not sure which part of the conversation you're referring to. All right, so,
Top spin brick.
yep, next.
Crushing work. What stabbing someone with a spoon is like. Aha! She wants to know if that's what that's like. from experience.
No, but I'm imagining that's what my ribs feel like. You know what? I probably stabbed someone with a spoon and just forgot about it. Pretty sure I probably stabbed my brother with a spoon at one point. I know I stabbed him with a stick. But we were kids then. Excuse
I am
me.
full and I haven't finished. Do you want the rest of my fish?
No, I'm full. I'll eat your skin though. Can I have your
Go for it.
skin? Go and your napkin.
Sorry?
And your napkin, because if I eat the skin, then the napkin will make.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to wipe my hands off. Fish skin. I love fish skin. It's good.
See? Yeah, that on camera perfectly fine.
It's different. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Don't bother me. Everybody has their thing.
Just a thing?
Mm-hmm. Need a hot spot.
So, what are we going to do after this? Because we're going to get exponentially more boring by the time I've finished. I'm a slow eater, by the way,
We
in
could
case you
take
haven't
them. We
noticed.
could take them to ice cream, but that might take forever from that line. It's open till midnight.
Which is like another 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm not ready.
That's probably
for
how
ice.
long that line is.
I'm not ready for ice cream though.
We did also buy ice cream.
No, yeah, I'm happy to stay here and have ice cream.
Because we've got to get out, walk all the way down the block, which is actually a very big block. It's not a Japanese block, I'll tell you that.
It's a mega block.
It's an American block. It's one of the biggest contrasts we noticed coming back from Okinawa. Was that
Yeah.
Japan has these really cute, tiny little cars. Sometimes you even see a truck, like a truck with a pickup bed, and it's just the size of one person, one driver, and then a pickup at the back. It's like a really cute. So the whole place looks like Legoland.
The roads are tiny. Everything's tiny.
Everyone goes at 50 k's an hour, which is how many miles per hour? Like 30.
30 or 40, something like that. Not very fast.
Not very fast. The streets are really narrow and tight. The blocks are not very big. I mean, gorgeous place, beautiful place.
But tiny.
You get off the plane in LA and you're like, whoa, it's gonna take me a hot minute to cross this road.
Yeah, it's a big place
The
here.
cars are faster and they're bigger and they're
Louder.
also louder.
Yeah.
Everyone's very quiet.
This is a loud place.
And
The United
polite in
States
Japan.
is super loud.
Yeah.
Japan is super quiet.
In fact, you can tell if it's an American driving around because their music will be really loud. My cousin Uzi Mike is asking us. My cousin Jeff is a producer, director from an LA company. Don't remember who it is. He does many of the cable reality shows and travels all over the world. He only uses union cameramen.
Cool.
He uses union people too. That's really cool.
We don't use union people because we're just super small. There's the two of us, and then we build out our company to 4, 5, 6, 7 people, if you've seen, and we just right now we can't support union infrastructure. We don't have the capabilities to adhere to everything that the union wants us to, and stay competitive in our tiny little niche market. So that's the answer to that. We treat everybody well, though.
We also use a lot of international camera people, so they're not always
that's a
part
good
of the
point.
American Union. But when we get there one day, we'll inevitably have to use the union.
Well, when we do a feature film, we're probably going to have to use people from the Screen Actors Guild, which is a union.
Well, and the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is more expensive using the engine, so we haven't really needed it at this point. Most of the people that work for us don't. We give them the benefits they need anyway. We haven't screwed over anybody or done anything like that. So, and it's one of the benefits of being small.
Okay, where am I at here? What's that sitting under? What file? That one for Ron.
Oh, go to Expedition Battlefield.
It doesn't look like everything's there. What file? Oh, it's the wrong one. There we go. That's an issue. Thank you.
I think if you rename that, but I think that's what he didn't.
Yeah, I'll download it as a PDF and then rename it.
Yep.
This now it's not actually being pitched to HBO. This guy just had a connection with HBO. It's actually now being. I want to let him know that who's looking at it. Fox and who else?
Well, we don't know yet the extent of the.
But he said two.
See what's happened here. This looks like a mistake's happened.
Yep. That doesn't look good, does it? Something's going wrong. Oh. Weird.
Oh, we lost everything.
It's 5, right?
Hello from Romania. The Master
Oh.
John, you might be the first person that we know from Romania. Oh, this is a terrible angle. I was trying to bring it closer so I didn't have to reach so far to check out the... Bear with me, everybody. Denise, hang on a second. Let me get this straight. Why is it doing that? Oh, I think I know why. So, what do we got here? What's happening in LA? They're there for meetings, correct? We're in LA for meetings concerning filmmaking and TV. So we're meeting lots of people. The Master John from Romania, welcome. Let us know if you're new, Master John, because we've got plenty of other cooler videos on our channel. If you check out our channel trailer, the video on the main page, hopefully you'll be inspired. Watch some videos and then come back and chat with us on the live.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
How come you guys are eating so late? Well, Denise, we flew in from Hong Kong yesterday.
So
Actually, technically today, we flew in at like midnight.
yeah, so our time frame is totally messed up. And we felt hungry for dinner.
So we're having a European style dinner. We're eating late at night. Hopefully that answers your question. You are a subscriber. Awesome. Well, it's just the first time that I saw your name and on the comments. So thank you for dropping us a comment. We really appreciated it. And we hope that you're enjoying the videos. And it's nice to chat to people who are subscribers.
I'm trying to, I'm doing a little work over here. I'll be chatting in a minute.
That's very cool that your cousin works for reality TV. We obviously somewhat in the genre in the industry. We make adventure stuff, which is absolutely a form of reality.
It's going to show you that we got about it's a big deal for us when we get a group of subscribers come through because we're a pretty small channel. But we've had about 10 subscribers come through since we just about in the last few days of Okinawa to now.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you.
About 10 new subscribers.
Where are we from? We are from a little bit all over the place. Eric is from Seattle, which is where our office is based. I am from Sydney, Australia, which is where the accent comes from. and we work all over the world. In fact, we have never done a job in Seattle. The closest job that we've done to Seattle was in Alaska. Or Wyoming. Which one do you reckon was closer? Probably Wyoming. Wyoming. So, all of those videos are there. You can go through and look at all of those. What other comments do we have here? Viv looks tired. Viv is tired. Viv's kind of like wired tired, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm feeling like...
Rummy. We're awake, but tired.
Yeah.
Like The Walking Dead.
What time is it in Okinawa?
It's not that late. It's like the afternoon.
But it's because I've been awake through their night.
Yeah, we stayed up all night in Okinawa today. So we're pretty smashed right now. Still working though. Because you can't let up. If you want something, you got to keep going after it. And that's what we're doing right now. What was the name of the Battlefield? What?
Expedition Battlefield. So what's our live plan here? Because I don't want to bore our fans for too much longer. We have cooked. You are now working. I am texting with my family because my sister.
She watching?
No, she
What?
sent me a text.
Why is she not watching? What's wrong with her?
Well, because they probably have enough of me. They don't need to have me streamed right into their phones. But, I don't know if you can see this. That's my sister at a hardware store climbing into a box.
Is that a barbecue? Oh no.
No, it's one of those steel
No.
truck bed boxes.
And it begs the question, why?
I don't know. Obviously stuffing about having fun in the hardware store. So,
I was just letting Ron know that we're doing that. Keep him in the loop.
sounds good. You guys are burning us. You guys are burning us something to do on a Saturday.
Bringing.
Good. I'm glad.
All right.
Well, we'll stay on.
Well, you guys bring us something to do on a Saturday when we're blowing bubbles. I'm gonna probably have one more beer. I'd like to have two more, but I don't even think I can do it. I think I'm gonna just like. You ever see in Star Wars where the big ship slowly comes out of orbit and hits the ground and then just kind of slowly plows along the ground and then stays like that? That's how I feel I might end up tonight. I'm so tired. On the couch. Did you like that video?
No, I did. I got it.
You got it?
I
You
think we
seen
all
that?
got it.
You know? Have
Yeah.
you seen it? Yeah?
All right.
You watch the show?
Stop that. Well, I'm happy to just sit here and chat. You look at Game of Thrones. I am a huge Game of Thrones fan. However,
I've never watched it.
I haven't seen the latest season because I've been out of country.
I've never watched it.
I know, it's a problem. He hasn't even seen the Titanic, hasn't seen the West Wing, hasn't seen like half the shows that I recommend him to see. And then he goes and tells me, oh, I watched this show called like Boom Boom Pow Pow, Smash Smash Kill 'em, Destroy 'em. It was like...
Wait, what? I watched, what did I watch? The English Patient. I watched that.
Yeah,
You
because I
recommend-
made you sit down and watch
It was
it.
really good though.
Yeah, see now imagine, have I ever steered you wrong on a recommendation?
No. I'm watching Green Tea. No, Green
Oh my god.
Green Leaves. Green Wings. I'm watching Green Wings.
It's not
It's a
even
br-
Green Wings. You are so bad with names. It's Green Wing, like wing of a hospital.
Jeez.
Green Wing, like
was
West Wing,
super close,
but
though.
Green Wing.
That's super close. When
It's
I can't
so far away.
when I can't think of the name of something, I just dad it. Just do the dad.
I am Jon Snow, but in my imagination. I appreciate that. There's actually a few
Who's
things.
Jon Snow?
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
She's John Wick,
Do you like
but
that
only in
reference?
her imagination.
No, not John Wick. I'm like a combination of Tomb Raider, Lara
Tomb
Croft.
Raider's not a person.
Sorry, Lara Croft.
Neither is Lara Croft for that matter. So
What are you talking about?
It's not like a real
Jon
person.
Snow's not a real person. I'm saying I'm a combination of a Tomb Raider, a Jedi Knight, and a wizard from
And a wizard.
a wizard from Harry Potter.
So
Harry
Tomb
Potter,
Raider,
Luke Skywalker, or Lara
Wait.
Croft. I'm a combination of those.
So wait, hold on. Tomb Raider,
And a bit of Wonder Woman with their
Laura Croft,
dappled on top.
who's badass and hot, and then what was the other one?
Harry Potter, but not like
Harry Potter and a dork?
More like Hermione Granger. Who's
So,
more
so
of a
you're
dork.
like a super badass, good-looking nerd.
smart nerd who does magic. And you also forgot
You
I'm
might
part.
have- you might have to work
I'm part.
Some of those.
I'm also part Wonder Woman. I mean that too, but part Luke Skywalker, part Jedi Knight.
Part Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
For the dark side or the good side?
You know, it depends how.
I think she works for the dark side. Trust me, I've seen her. Cranky.
No. Cranky doesn't mean you're evil. It just means you woke me up too early. There's a big difference.
Yeah, this morning she was not having it.
I wasn't cranky.
Not
I was
that
just
friendly.
Asleep. I was just asleep. Your fault. You kept talking to me.
No.
Hermione Granger is a crazy liberal now. Did you mean liberal? Just clarify that for me. Wasn't too sure. What about dessert? I suppose we could eat dessert in front of you guys. Well, I just put, she's a crazy liberal.
Is she British?
I think she is British.
So what's that mean? If she's a liberal in Britain? Because like your guys' liberals are like your conservatives.
Well,
Right?
yeah, well, yes. I don't know if it's the same. I don't think it's the same in England. Our Conservative Party happens to be called the Liberals. I think it's like a switch and bait move that they did.
We're
The
liberal.
Liberals.
Nice. We shouldn't do politics on this thing though.
No, we don't. We don't really reference on politics. However, I will say that I am a fan of our Emma Watson, mostly because she played Hermione Granger and she stole my role. I was not originally a fan of Hermione Granger. I mean, what's her name? Emma Watson.
Here we go. You guys
She-
got a few minutes?
I was
She
gonna.
didn't get her out.
She's the same age as me, and she stole my role. I was gonna be when they were auditioning for Harry Potter. I wanted to be Hermione Granger, and then I got very upset when they announced Emma Watson. And then my mom, she's like, "I didn't even know you wanted to be an actress," and I was like, "I didn't. I just wanted to be Hermione Granger." Mom was less than impressed. Mom didn't really.
When was this? Like last year or something?
Oh come on! Oh come on!
She still wants to be a
Come
wizard.
on. It's like the book's like 20 years old, man. This was like.
I wanted to be Rambo
when-
at one point, but not anymore.
What?
Wanted to be Rocky
I
Balboa.
don't hold. What I'm saying is, I've gotten over my angst against Emma Watson stealing my role. She's okay in my eyes now. I've come to peace with it. Just saying. Alright. I had a channel you name Jonathan. Hang on a second. I can read that. I had as channel you the name Jonathan28 and shot the most beautiful castle from Romania. That's really cool. If you want to send a link, we'll check it out. Post it in one of the videos though. Don't post it on the live chat because I can't see the links and I can't click on it. And then when this live chat goes, all the chat goes with it. So send us a link if you like, or if you ever want to communicate with us a little more permanently, then send us a comment on one of our videos. And I get to all the comments, so we won't miss you. Well, I feel like the next installation. Do you not want any of this? Should I save that little bit of fish?
Yeah, save it, because I'll mix all that up with some eggs in the morning. For sure.
Do you want the skin
Oh, is there more skin? Yeah, I'll have the skin now.
right now?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Fish
It's
skin.
not a lot,
Oh.
but there's like there's a handful amount.
Oh yeah, I'll eat that. Groovy. Thank you.
washing up tabloidy things.
I don't know. Do we have to wash our own dishes, or does somebody do that?
No, there's a dishwasher here.
Yeah, but do they come in and use the dishwasher?
I don't think so. That's why it's self-contained units.
Underneath the sink, I think I saw something.
Okay.
I want to take a quick look at this thing and mostly just the way I referred to this brief.
Yeah. I reckon we could just leave the rice in the pan? Because I don't have a lot of containers.
Yeah, just leave it in the pan and put it in the fridge. It'll be fine.
Do we have like a lid thing? I just put the lid on it. How about that?
Yeah.
Done. Oh, that's not good. There's a little bit of a Tetris issue going on here. You can't have more than two things open at the same time.
Can you grab my beer? Please.
No worries.
Can you open it?
Oh my god.
Please.
Oh look what's right there. The opener.
You want to open a beer for me?
Well, it was
See, that's the difference between her and I. I would have opened it and brought it to her, and not even. She wouldn't even have had to
I brought
ask.
him the beer opener.
She wouldn't even have had to ask.
Do you want to put that dead one in here?
But
Also note that-
I am a gentleman.
Says the person who's just washing up over here. By washing up, I mean throwing things in a dishwasher.
Can you take a look at this
Oh, yeah.
quickly?
We have the contacts to make this happen.
What? Say that. Let
We
it
have
hit
the
it.
contacts to make this happen.
Oh, got it.
We have the necessary military contacts to
Yeah.
make this happen. Something along those lines.
There's been a few comments on the YouTube. I haven't got to. Sorry, guys. I'm typing here.
Bring this pan will wash out, or do I need to give it a scrub over? Trying to avoid doing an actual hand wash. Alright, what do we got here? You two are like an old married couple. Gee, that's no good. Not business partners? You spend too much time on the road together? Trust me, I've seen old married couples. We are not like that.
No comment at all.
I'm gonna run an experiment. Let's see how good that washing machine is. So if it doesn't work, I can always wash it. You know what the difference between these two compartments is? It says main wash and pre-wash.
Do the main wash. Pre-wash is for like a different type of soap and cycling system.
Which is different from rinse aid.
Yeah, what? What?
There's rinse aid, pre-wash, and main wash. They're the three compartments. Don't worry, too late. It's all going into main wash.
Yeah, that's what I would do, main wash.
Oh, I should have waited till we put the ice cream stuff in.
You can still do it.
I suppose. Boom! Super fast cleanup, look at that. You want this glass for any reason?
No. You mean the wine glass?
No, the water glass.
Oh, no.
Right. Just any comments? Why are you adding that? Wouldn't that be something to say when you get to the meeting?
Okay. Just let them know the heads up.
Perfect if you got a meeting coming up.
All right. Cool. All right. That's what I'm calling it and sending it off.
Yep, yep, go for it.
I didn't tell them to review it. I assume that's a given.
Have you set up a meeting date with these guys?
Not yet. I'm working on it. We're going
Okay.
back and forth for a date.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I'll say take a look before we meet. How's
Yeah.
that? Yep.
Cool. Yep.
Okay.
Sendo. Can you go to our YouTube channel? Because I think we have to clean up a few videos that needed to be,
Oh, like offline or private? Or...
Yep. What do we got here? Got a few farewells. Goodbye. Got to go to the city. Goodbye, Master John. Thank you for coming in and saying hello while we just hang out here and chat with everybody. We appreciate it. I wanted to leave up.
Yeah, we got to go into the studio to deal with them if we're gonna.
Okay.
Time for some more ibuprofen.
Crushing it. How many are you taking at a time?
Actually, under what I would normally for veg racing. So 600 milligrams, 3 of them,
Mm-hmm.
instead of 800 milligrams, which I'd normally take if I was in a lot of pain. But I'm only doing it about twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. So I gotta stop doing it pretty soon, but it's
Why? What are you worried about?
yeah, it'll fuck your liver up if
Like
you.
long term, if you're on it daily for years.
No, doc said if you don't want to really go over about 800 milligrams per 12-hour cycle for 2 weeks a week. So then you got to back it off. So I'm going over the cycle amount per day. I got to end it soon.
So that's 600 mils
Pain
a day.
management.
So that's 600 mils a day?
No, that's 1,200.
Oh, you're taking 1,200 a day.
Yeah. But not for much longer.
Man, you're in chronic pain. What you should be doing is going and getting proper painkillers rather than relying on ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen works though. I mean, I don't.
I know, but other
anything
stuff works that might not kill your liver.
That all kills your liver.
Something's going to kill you.
Okay, which ones?
This one can go privatized.
This one?
Yep.
Private?
I think it's just unlisted, so people can still watch it if they really want to.
Yeah, right.
And then,
We keep this one up, man. This one's cool.
yeah, that one's cool. And then,
Swimming one? Oh,
that one,
I'm
yeah,
okay with it. I mean, it's kind of shabby drone work, but it's kind of cool.
yep.
Maybe it's
And
not.
then drone test, obviously. Oh, that's already privated.
Yeah,
I think
I think we're good.
this one's. They're all been unlisted.
Yeah.
Cool scroll. I think the drone swimming one.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I think because remember it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when people first. Although Denise just made a comment. She said, "Viv, the swim video was cool. I was impressed how quickly you got to shore. Thank you." My dear mother dragged me to swimming lessons for years since I was before primary school, which is what you guys call elementary school. So I'd have been about 3.
I learned swimming in a river. I had to cross it to like get to school and food and stuff like that. True story, kind of. We didn't have to do it every day. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Boom.
I want to check. Actually, I want to check something out while we're doing
What's
this.
this one? That one needed to go as well.
Oh, that's. I thought we did that one.
It's just not updated.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's gonna take a little bit to do.
Can we get rid of the from in there so it's live Hacksaw Ridge? So, because I can see how from, the word pushes from gets rid of the word ridge.
This is the new
I
system.
think you gotta go details.
Probably.
Just cleaning up our YouTube channel.
All right.
I'm just gonna add some tags to it.
I got a notification that the background noise is pretty crazy.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. If you'd told us earlier, we would have dealt with it. We can't hear it.
And then let's rewrite this so that all this garbage, none of this has SEO. All this does. So we're gonna move that in front.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Go for it.
Okay, cool.
You notice the water tastes different here?
Yeah, it does. But what did somebody say that water? What didn't somebody tell us about the water here? Some way they filter it or something.
New York is the cleanest
Oh.
water because it's so dirty they have to clean it so well.
Maybe
That was
that's-
Alyssa telling us that. But this water tastes different to Okinawan water. There you go. When you hire camera people, do they have their own cameras or do you supply them? We hire people with their cameras. And this is, at least when I've been in the industry, even when I wasn't working as a company here with Eric, it seems to be the best way to go because the technology is changing so much, and also the main point is that the cameras vary and are just different enough that to be very good, you ultimately end up becoming a specialist in that one camera or a couple of cameras. And so if you wanted a Red, or you wanted a Panavision, or you wanted someone that still shot on film, or drone pilots, then you would want that person to come with their equipment. And a lot of that is also, they then know how to use it, they're very comfortable using it, and you don't have to outlay the cost of buying a camera, which can sometimes, those big cameras, be the cost of a new car. And you don't want to add that cost to your film. So the cameraman amortizes the cost of his camera over many projects that he does. And then you don't, as the filmmaker, have to burden the cost. That said, filmmaking is a place where rules are set and then purposefully broken. So there's often a mainstream way of doing things, and then there's no problem if you do it differently. So there's certainly films that have purchased cameras and preferred to own the cameras as a property of the film. If they're pretty general cameras like C300s, a lot of people know how to use them, so they'll own the cameras. And sometimes the shoots are so long that it makes more sense to buy the camera and just hire the person to operate them. They might have multiple cameramen coming in, and so you just want the one camera, but then multiple camera people operate them. When it comes to drones, often the drone pilots will customize their own drones. So in that case, then it's often you'll get the drone plus the drone pilot. But yeah, is every solution under the sun. The most common one is a cameraman comes with his camera. But also, when you get really big ones, like the Panavisions, they then hire, like the cameraman would hire, or the production would hire the camera and the cameraman. So no one owns the camera. It's rented just for the production. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, it also is if they break in, then they're responsible for them. Although, as you mentioned before, the unions help protect with stuff like that. So part of being a union crew member would mean that you've got a certain level of insurance. So it gets expensive. It gets expensive making this kind of stuff. We have some cameras. They're pretty old, but they still function. When I say pretty old, they're about 7 years old. But they still function, and we beat them to crap. But we hire on people that come with their own cameras, and they're comfortable and know how to use them. Particularly because for our stuff, we're demanding people to use them in really hostile environments. So you got to know how to use your camera, and you got to be comfortable taking it to some wild places.
Can you make sure I spelled those correctly? That's not right, is it?
Yep.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
I think this needs to be 2 words though.
No.
Okay.
Pacific, war in the Pacific, Pacific War, all of that. Battles. Japanese, you can do the same. Japanese army, Japanese military.
Yeah.
So what's next after LA? And what made the two of you, hello Walter Johnson, by the way, what made the two of you decide to form your own company? Is there camera insurance available if used on the job? 3 good questions. I'm going to try and rapid fire answer them. What's next after LA? Not sure yet. A couple of irons in the fire. Could be some more Adventure Racing World Series stuff that could take us to Sweden or, goodness me, Reunion Islands, which is off the coast of Africa. Next question was, what made the two of you decide to form your own company? Well, we had actually met while working for another company out of Australia. We worked for them for about 2.5 years. That's where we met on a TV show. And bit by bit, we decided we didn't want to work for that person anymore. I then took a break for about 1.5 years and worked for an advertising agency. Kept in touch with Eric, and we decided that we didn't want to work for somebody else anymore, and decided that we would like to work under our own flag, do things our own way, be our own bosses, which is a luxury that not a lot of people have, and we take very seriously. The upside is that we are in control of our time. The downside is that we don't get a little paycheck slid across our desk every week, so we got to make it happen all the time. So what you often see when you ask the question of what's next, that's what we're working on right now. Sending brief, that's what we're doing in LA. We've got a project potentially in India. You saw us working on that brief. A project potentially in the Congo. Project potentially all around the world. Project potentially in Reunion Islands, maybe Sweden. We don't know because we're generating the work. It's on us to get it. So it's very stressful. If one of these doesn't come off, we don't get paid. That said, I can work. I can get up when I want.
Can work on Saturday night.
I can go to bed when I want. I can go and eat ice cream when I want. I can go to the toilet without having to sign out. I can wear whatever clothes I want. I can tell.
Control your time, which is
it's
more
big,
than money.
It is, and so for us, that's really, really important, and that's why we decided to work together. Hope that answers your question. Is there camera insurance available if used on the job? Yes. Again, it's typical if you were doing a big TV show and it was with the unions, then yeah, there'd be insurance involved. Most of the time, because we are small and we are in foreign countries, we find that general travel insurance will cover everything that we need, including loss of cameras, such as see episode 8 when I fell down a river and my camera got ripped out of my hands. That was covered by travel insurance. But it also covers things like broken elbows and broken ribs.
The camera insurance is good if you have a camera that's not worth a whole lot, like under a couple grand. Above a couple grand, camera insurance isn't really that great because you're gonna have a deductible that's huge and the cost for the insurance is gonna be quite a bit. And then you get back up into the expensive cameras that are $10, $20, $30,000. And now you're gonna have, you're gonna want camera insurance because that's like insuring your car now. But any kind of like do a special rider for insurance on your homeowner's insurance that includes a camera, etc. You're gonna end up paying for that. And so let's say you're paying, what it might be, $50 or something, or $20. I mean, it adds up, but that's not really the expense. The problem is let's say you pay $20 a month for your insurance on your camera. Your deductible is, $2,000, and your camera is worth, $3,000 or $2,000. It doesn't work. But the big thing is they won't insure them. Most of the time, they just won't insure them at all. They're like, I'm not insuring that crap. It's super destructible. So until it's an expensive camera, then you get insurance.
There you go.
Or you have a bunch of cameras. If you have it's the dollar value really.
He's asking about a special rider. Good question. We don't use them, so can't talk to that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I looked into it on my homeowners, and it just wasn't worth it. The cost that would be included, it's like you have special riders for wedding rings, that sort of thing. It all costs a little bit more.
We beat the crap out of what we do, and so we don't get too attached to our stuff. We don't worry too much. I mean, obviously we take as much care of it as we can, but it comes to a point where you're taking care of something to the point where it's now hindering my job. If you can imagine, there's a little line where if I'm constantly packing it away and putting the lens cap on and putting it in the protective backpack and carrying it, then I'm going to miss the shot because the shot is happening while I'm hiking up the mountain. And while it's kind of raining on me or snowing, and so if I've got to then get the bag off, take it out, pull the lens cap off, plug everything in, and then I've missed the shot at that point. So I take a certain risk with my camera. It's got to be able to hang out on me at all times because we don't shoot scripted stuff a lot of the time. So if that mountain biker, mountain climber, skier, runner, whatever comes past me, I got to be able to go camera up, snap. And so if that camera can't handle a little bit of bumping around while I'm climbing a mountain, then, it's not of any use to me. So, I mean, we do take care of it. When we travel, we put it in, a foam protected case, but they're tools.
I'm assuming this saved.
One cannot assume. Makes an ass out of you and me.
I think it did save. Just doing some work here, killing the evening off on Saturday night. We have a big week ahead of us. Gonna be taking quite a few meetings. Again, like what Viv was saying, building out the work, trying to get things done, connect with people, mostly trying to develop money. Instead of the paycheck, you chase and you talk to people about how much value you can give them in the projects you do. Like we're talking with the ad campaign Incredible India, which is an ad campaign for India to get Westerners over to experience India. We're talking with them about what we can do to develop projects and that showcase India and highlight that India is actually a pretty cool place to travel to and pretty cool place to see, and it's relatively safe. But the people have the wrong impression of India, because their impression is probably about 20 years old, and so we're going to be working with them and trying to develop a better impression of what India is. So that's some of the things that we're doing here in LA.
So I'm thinking, unless these guys are super keen to just watch us hang out, I was gonna kind of get an ice cream
Yeah.
and then sit and watch TV. We
Sounds
could
like-
create. I don't know if anyone's seen Oglebox, which is a UK TV show, which is basically like people watch TV.
That sounds insane.
Apparently, it's a hit show. They replicated it in Australia.
I know, I can't believe that. But I did watch a little bit of it. It was funny. But I can't believe that's a show. There's a lot of things.
But I'm not very what's the word? Emotive.
Really.
Sounds creepy. I would recommend you Google it, Dennis. I think you might enjoy it because they do screen it a little bit. It will cast it so they don't just put anybody on the couch. So there's often, there might be a couple of there might be families or a couple of gay guys or
Brothers and sisters.
like an old couple and a couple of young kids. Any demographic you can think of. Then they play a TV show and the camera's just on them on the couch watching it and they narrate it. And so it's hilarious. They kind of react to what's happening on the TV show. And anyway, as I was saying to Eric, I'm not very emotive. I'm one of those people that will not laugh during a stand-up. Like, I'll kind of laugh in my head. I'll find it very funny, but... it's interesting, though. The only time I've laughed during stand-up has been when I've seen it live. Because I think other people laughing around you makes you laugh.
No, that's certainly true.
I don't know what it is about the human condition that makes that happen.
I don't know.
But I'll watch the same comedian that I really enjoy. I'll watch him by myself and I'll just be stone-faced the whole time.
You laugh in public?
Well, around...
I don't believe it.
I went to see Bill Bailey with my dad, and we were in tears. But then I watch Bill Bailey on YouTube, and I'll just... it's funny. It's still funny. Like, the funny level hasn't changed, but my reaction changes. Anyway, so I would not be very good for Gogglebox, is what I'm saying.
Well, should we wrap it up?
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
So if you have any last questions, we'll let this roll for another 2 minutes. And actually, if we let it roll for 7 minutes, then we will have done a full 2 hours.
Okay.
We'll let it roll for another 7 minutes so that we can get 2 hours of live stream. Not that that really means anything, but it's just a nice number. Question from Uzi Mike. Have you thought about hiring a person to find jobs and pay them a percentage like an agent? Yes, we have. That's part of the reason why we're here is because we're going to look into doing that. Try and get an agent. We're a little bit, what's the word? We're in a few boxes when it comes to agents. There's kind of us as individuals, us as individual hosts, like representing Eric as a funny guy and Viv as a funny person and whatever it is. Then there's representing the film company as an adventure film company, and then there's representing the film as a film company that makes all other types of films. There apparently isn't one agent that will do all of that. Well, not that we are aware of yet. We're looking into it. It's another thing for our endless list of things for these two little people to do. But if you have any recommendations about agents or you have anything about that world, let us know. Other questions? Farewell from Pennsylvania. Farewell, Walter Johnson. Thank you for chiming in. We really appreciate it.
Excuse me. Oh, yawning a lot now.
Very
I'm on my
tired.
way out.
Dennis said, get some rest. Do I like Michael McIntyre? Love Michael McIntyre, and I have seen him live. He was fantastic. In fact, my whole family is a big fan of his. I think they particularly love my mum and my aunt really love the sketch about him trying to get kids out the door. I don't know if I've shown you that.
Never seen that one.
Google Michael McIntyre getting kids out the door.
Cool.
We're going to watch it. You're going to listen to it while we let the last 5
How
minutes.
does he spell Michael?
Michael. MK.
M-A?
MC. Mac. Oh goodness me, it was just here. INT. YRE. Michael McIntyre Kids, there it is.
This one?
People with kids don't know.
That's it.
Yep, that's the one. It's actually 7 minutes long.
They don't want to hear this in the background, do
Well, I guess they could leave if they don't. But if you want to hear Michael McIntyre's sketch, we'll be playing it.
they? Can we do
I'm here
it?
to prove that Purple
Oh, my
Mattress
goodness.
Gloves memory foam.
It's on YouTube, so it's like YouTube
Yeah.
through YouTube. I can't do it.
I have no idea.
And there are people in this room who do have children, and there are people in this room who don't have children. And the people who don't have children, they think they know, don't they? They think they know. They know what it means to have children. Sometimes they chat about it in their little couples. You know, oh, I'd love to start a family one day with you. It'd be lovely. You'd make a really good dad. Oh, I think you'd be an amazing mom. It'd be so. Wouldn't it be so lovely having little versions of you and me running around? I'd love to have a family. And you think you know what you're talking about. You have no idea. You have no idea
True.
what it's like. You have no idea how difficult things will become in your life. Things that you don't even consider to be things will become nearly impossible when you have children. I'm talking about things like leaving the house, for example. This is how people without children leave the house. Shall we leave the house? Yes. This is how I leave the house almost every day. Lucas, Oscar, come downstairs. We're late. Why aren't you downstairs? Put your shoes on. I don't know where my shoes are. Put your shoes on. Go and find your shoes. Where did you see them last? On my feet. After that, get your shoes on. Come here, come here. Arms up, arms up, arms in, arms in, arms up, arms up, arms in. That's my wife. She's so tired. She can't dress herself. Where are we going? I want to go to bed. Where are we going, darling? Honey, you've got Lucas's shoes on your hands. I found your shoes, darling. You put your shoes on. Where's Ozzy? Come downstairs! We're late! Put your coat on. I don't want to wear my coat. You know, people without children, you know how you do zips up? I've seen how much time you have in your lives. How you focus on it. You get them underneath the fabric. You just pop it in there, it nestles in. Then you pause, thinking about your free life and what you might want to do later that day. And then you just glide up, don't you? You think you don't have time for that shit in my life? Every single morning. Stay still. You're gonna have to put another coat on. I've ruined this zip. I'm sorry, I made the situation work. Ozzy! My 3-year-old will never come downstairs. The only way to get him to leave the house is we have to bluff. We have to pretend that we're leaving without him. It's the only way it'll work. We have to all go, bye-bye, Ozzy. We're all going then. We're all going. My other son loves it, the 6-year-old. We're leaving Ozzy. We're going to stay here. Don't be so rude about your brother. Say goodbye. We're not really leaving. We're pretending to leave. Okay? Say goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Ozzy. Bye-bye. But he doesn't care. He just goes, bye-bye. Then we have to come back in and explain to him, we're not really leaving, darling. We love you. It's okay. I'll buy you something if you come. Will you come if I buy you something? This is every single time we leave the house. The other day we're leaving the house and I just had enough. I just said to my wife, I'm sorry, I can't do this. We're bluffing. We're saying bye-bye to him. Then my wife says, let's go and get him. I'm like, stop. No, I've had it. No. Stop. I cannot go through this every single time we leave the house. It's driving me insane. Okay? I say we call his bluff. I think he has to learn the lesson. Okay? Let's go. Let's just go. Let's go to Corfu. Let's have a nice holiday. You have no idea what it's like. You're childless people. You have no idea. Driving, you go driving. You're driving cars, don't you? Driving along. Yay. What's the biggest drama you have to put up with? Oh, it's a bit chilly. Oh, put the blower on. Oh, that's nice now. Oh, look, they've opened a new Carluccio. We should go there. We could go there any night. We could go there any night. Well, what's this song? I love this one. Freedom! Freedom! I strap my children into the car. I work out what will cut off the blood supply, then I ease it a bit. Stay there! We try and behave normally. Oh, what's this song? It's the wheels on the bus. Look, there's a new Carluccio's there. We will never go there. just lost it. They can't hear us. They're having the times of their lives. On the motorway, doing 80 miles an hour to stick my head out of my window and try to communicate with my child. Get in the car! And my wife's doing it too. Get in the car! All four of us had our heads out of the window. Meanwhile, a childless couple is driving past. Oh, look at the kids. I'd love to start a family one day. You have no idea what you're talking about. Sleeping. Sleeping at night. This is how people without children. Yeah, most nights. Good night, darling. Good night. Good night. Sometimes you go, sleep well. And the other one goes, I will. It's how cocky, how arrogant you are. I will. I know I will. Good night, darling. Have a good sleep. Good night. It's been a long time since my wife and I said good night to each other. Okay? Now we just go, good luck. All through the night, they're stealing. Sometimes they just wake up wide awake in the middle of the night. I'm asleep. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I wake, and sometimes you don't realize it, but you sort of half open your eyes. Sometimes when you think, I half open my eyes, my son is in my face. What are you doing here? What time is it? What time is it? 2 o'clock in the morning. What do you want? I want to go to school. School? What are you talking about? It's to go back to bed. I've got my shoes on. You do. You found your shoes. I fixed my jacket. How did you? What are you doing? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, you idiot. Go to bed. Where's Ozzy? He's by the front door. He's never been there. It's 2 in the morning.
There you go. Well, we shall leave it on that note.
That was funny. All right, guys, we're gonna probably do some live every day. I think
We're gonna aim for it.
We're gonna do a little more interesting live as well. We're gonna probably take it outside a bit because we have signal everywhere.
Yes, it is always signal and battery dependent, also a little bit noise dependent, but work with us. I'll just check the comments before we do go. Oscar, where's your shoes? Yes, Denise is, yes. Like, my mom and her sister will be in hysterics watching Michael McIntyre. I'll talk to my cousin Jeff Sells with Reality TV and see if they have any projects for you, or you can contact Jeff Sells in LA on Facebook. He's really cool. Well, that's really cool of you, Izzy Mike. If you you have our email address, it's found on the website, oneeyeopen.tv. oneeyeopenproductions@gmail.com. If you would like to make an introduction to us or find us on Facebook, please do. We'd greatly appreciate it. And we're in LA for the week, and so we'd be more than happy to meet up. If you want to do that.
I mean, that's what we're doing is we're making connections with people we don't know and making meetings with them, and then following up and meeting with the people that we do know and we're working with.
So we'd appreciate that, Uzi Mike. And everybody else, have a good evening. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Tons of videos coming out, as you know. And good night. Or good luck.
Good night.